So She Glam is now doing hair tools and hair care products. So this video is in collaboration with She Glam. Whenever they reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be a part of this campaign, I was actually so excited. But I will say is this video it's sponsored in the fact that it was a gifting basis only. I just want to put that across there that I was not paid for this video. I wish it was. I'm so excited to try this again. I have used it before. If I'm doing these types of videos, I like to kind of work with the product or the tool. Would this be a product? Whatever it is. Off camera, in my own time, kind of get a feel of how it works and also gather my thoughts and opinions on it and then do the video, so I'll be able to actually give you some more information on the product itself instead of trying and figuring out how to maybe use it in the video and just wasting time. So I have used this once and this is going to be my second time, so I'm just going to turn it on. This is called the It Curl One Touch Instant Curler. So there is two sizes of these on the website. There's a smaller one and then I was gifted this one, which is the 1 inch 25 or something. I'm basically going off all the information on my phone. It of course comes with an information leaflet because it can be a wee bit tricky on how to actually use this. I was a wee bit confused, but on their website, just on like SheGlam website or on Shein, they have plenty of videos to obviously show you how to use it more in depth maybe. I find these really difficult to kind of go by, so I'm just gonna get and gather all the information off their website. This is basically like an automatic curling iron. The hair just kind of slides in the top here. I'm also gonna do like a wee demo, but you just kind of press, just rotates and kind of gathers the hair in these wee slots, and then that's basically curling the hair for you. And you can obviously flip this wee switch to rotate the curl, whether you want it curling towards your face or back. I was also sent the heat protector along with the barrel. This is the Hot Streak Thermal Defense Glow Oil Elixir, and I have used this and it is lush. It is so nice. So this is basically just like a heat protecting hair oil. I love this stuff, not only for my experience with it so far, but the smell of it. I have used it on my hair already and you can see that it hasn't left my hair greasy or anything. It's just a really nice thin oil, basically just like an elixir. That's obviously what it's called. So it's not going to be like too heavy or greasy on your hair, which is nice, but what I love it for is the smell. The smell of this stuff. I was out on Saturday night just past there and I had put my hair into rollers and it was a risk I was willing to take because it was the first time I used it on my hair when it was dry, because the previous time I used it on my hair when it was wet. So it was a risk I was willing to take just before I went out, and like it was perfectly fine on my hair. But the smell of this on your hair is beautiful. So it has got a rose scent and it does smell quite floral-like, but not a sickening floral or like a rosy floral. It's just, it nearly smells like a perfume. It's beautiful, and it does have jojoba oil in it to nourish dry hair while leaving it smooth and shiny, and camellia oil, which contributes to hair health, and it also has sunflower oil, which is rich in multiple vitamins and minerals. And it says here that it does add heat protection for up to 230 degrees, so that is what, oh no, like 210, 400, it's in between 210 and 410, that's the temperature that this can go up to. You also can adjust the temperature of this. Just giving you a close-up of the styler. I think it does look really nice and sleek. This here is your on and off button. This is your temperature gauge here. So if you keep on pressing this, so that's at the bottom temperature, it'll go up to the medium temperature and then the highest. This is your rotate button that you just press to rotate, obviously. This wee switch here just changes the rotation of the curl. And then I'm gonna try to explain it, although it's gonna be so much easier to understand actually doing it. This wee section here, so you just place a section of your hair in here whilst the section of the hair is held in. That's whenever you rotate. So basically in between these fingers, in between these wee gaps, this is basically going to be wrapping the hair around the silver barrel that's in the center, and that's what's heated. And I did notice whilst using it, my hair didn't tangle, which I was quite surprised about because I have quite long hair, so I was a wee bit panicky about how it was actually going to not only curl but how it was actually going to you know, be able to rotate the entire length of hair. What direction is this going in? Yeah, that'll do. I'm wanting the curls to be away from my face, just holding it vertically and making sure that it's through that wee piece. And see, once you have your hair hanging down here, it just means that once it's rotated, these things here are going to be gathering your hair in around the barrel. But what I also figured was if I kind of held the hair just like this, obviously holding this styler vertically, and if I held the strand of hair, it was easier for it to actually curl. And then of course just holding it, and then it'll beep once it's ready to be released. And you just pull it out, and that's the curl that it gives. I think maybe depending on your length of hair, your type of hair density, whatever, I feel like everybody's going to get a different curl. So whenever I used this on Friday, this was another reason I wanted to kind of use it off camera before I came on camera and used it, is because I wanted to see how long the curls were going to last. And they just lasted like any normal curls would in my hair. I feel like we're all different whenever it comes to how curls stay in your hair, because I know with my hair, like, curls don't really stay in that long. But it still was nice, but it wasn't like really, really curly after, you know, like so many hours. There we go. So there, that's another curl. It's so hot. So of course I'm just leaving these curls to just kind of do their thing. I'm not brushing them out, I'm not finger teasing them or anything. But of course, if you're wanting to be more precise with your curls, you're wanting more of a curl, you can obviously just go in and kind of pin curl it up. Oh shit, you see what I mean? Like, you really have to like just place it in that wee slot and then bring it down. There we go. And then just hold until you hear the beep. My hands were out. And then it's just so easy to just slide out. I feel like it's definitely the type of product that the more you use it, the better you'll get at it. It's just, I can understand how it definitely can be beginner friendly, but you definitely need your practice with it. You know, and like, you see, like that wee section, like that was so easy. Oh. Okay, we'll leave this like that for now. Okay, so now for doing the other side of my head, I'm of course going to change the rotation of the barrel. Is anybody else like this though? Like, I always prefer to curl this side of my head, and it always seems to curl better as well. And like, that was so easy. So easy. This whole section is going to be so easy because this is like my good side of my head. I really do think that I'm going to get a lot of use out of this though. And I think that's why I was so excited whenever they reached out to me, because I was, not only was I so intrigued because I've never seen a product like this, but I have tried for, do you know, at this point I've just gave up. I've tried so many times with heatless curlers. I've tried and bought so many products to do heatless curlers, and they just don't work for me. So something like this is perfect. because I find that even whenever I curl my hair with straighteners, it doesn't look right. Oh, where am I going? Where am I going? See, if I wasn't chit-chatting, that literally would have took me all of maybe 10 minutes actually. So I know that this actually might not be the preferred curl of some of you, but you see, for my type of hair and the way I like to have a curl or a wave in my hair, I feel like this is perfect because I don't like big bouncy curls or anything. I just like a bit of movement in my hair and maybe a wee bit of a flick and movement at the bottom. So this for me is perfect. This is what it's looking like at the bottoms before it's brushed out or teased. I do feel like it actually is a really nice curl, and as you can see, like, it's holding the curl really well also. I think it's really, really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to actually stop here for a bit to have my Zoom call and then I think I'm actually just going to leave the curls like this, kind of let them drop by themselves. Okay, Zoom me and done. So I'm just trying to give my hair a wee bit of a play at the front, because here's the thing with me and curling my hair as well, I never know how to curl it or style it at the front because it also never sits right for some reason. It's nothing to do with the products or whatever, it's just me. Oh my god. Oh, that is such a wrinkle. Oh my god. To just finish everything off and give it a wee bit of style, I'm going to do 1.5 pumps of the hair oil. And I'm just going to run this through the mid-lengths to the ends. Oh, this smells so good. I wonder if I brush this out. You see, like, this is what I like. Just a wee bit of movement in my hair. Instead of like full-on curls. Oh my god. It's like brushing a packet of crisps. Oh, do you know, I actually really like that. This is the first, whenever I used this on Friday, I didn't brush it out or anything. So this is the first time I've done these curls and brushed it out because I just left it. I was in the house doing nothing, so I didn't actually need to style it, if that makes sense. But, oh, I like! My hair at the front looks a bit stupid, but it's fine actually. I think that oil has just kind of smoothed the ends and just kind of tucked them in a wee bit. But this is nice. Oh, I like! Oh my god, I really like that. And do you know something? Like, this style will stay in my hair probably until I wash it. Maybe tomorrow night or the next night after that, I don't know. Obviously it'll drop and fall a wee bit maybe at the ends, but it'll still have, you know, like the wave, and it'll still have the movement. Oh, I really like that. Do you know, that's nice. I feel like if you're somebody that just wants like a complete curl and like maybe like a big bouncy blow dry, this obviously is not going to be for you. But if you're somebody that just likes a wee bit of movement in your hair, a wee bit of wave, wee bit of curl, this is so nice. And of course, as I was saying there, like, once the curl is done, you can feel free to, of course, just pin it up to hold it. You know, like pin curls and then release it. I think you might get, you know, like bigger and bouncier curls, but this is just nice. This is just what I like, you know, just a wee bit of movement. And I also don't like to have a lot of curl up at my roots either for some reason. That's just my preference, you know, so I've obviously used this to my preference also. That's also why I wasn't curling or holding the sections of hair up close to my roots, if that makes sense. Definitely more curl at the bottom of my hair. But you see, if I kind of like bundle it all together, it's just such nice wee waves. No, I really like this. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of I feel like I'm going to get a lot of wear use out of this. It's like, I have no volume in my hair whatsoever, but it's created like volume as well. Like, looking at my hair to start with to looking at it now, it's even smoothed my hair out as well, whilst providing a bit of wave. Oh no, I'm loving it. I will have the styler list and linked down below in the description box. I'll also provide a link as well where you can go and, I can't stop playing with it. I'll also have a link down below as well where you can go and look at the other stylers that they have and the other hair care products. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.